Now to a big political event in SoCal tomorrow. Former President Donald Trump is making a rare visit. He'll be holding a rally in Coachella. And experts say it's likely the ex-president is coming here to generate buzz since he has almost no chance of winning California. KCAL News reporter Tom Waite is here now to explain more on the visit. Tom.
Yeah, Juan, we see politicians come here often, right? Because California is like a big bank. A lot of wealthy people here. They go to fundraisers, but they don't often hold rallies here because we kind of know how the state's going to go. So Trump lost California by almost 30 points in the 2020 election. So political experts say that may be exactly why he's coming. Rallying in a deep blue state is likely to fire up his supporters. Former President Donald Trump rallying his supporters in Nevada Friday night.
A very big hello to Reno. We love Reno, and hello to Nevada.
Earlier, Trump was in Aurora, Colorado, where he continued to push anti-immigration rhetoric and vowed to remove members of a prominent Venezuelan gang, referencing this viral video of armed men entering a local apartment, resulting in a fatal shooting back in August.
I will rescue Aurora and every town that has been invaded and conquered.
Aurora's Republican mayor did not attend Trump's rally and said in a statement afterward that Venezuelan gang activity has been, quote, grossly exaggerated.
Aurora is a safe, vibrant, wonderful place to live.
Trump will hold a rally in Coachella Saturday, a decision that's raising eyebrows as California remains a deep blue state that Trump lost by almost 30 points in 2020. Trump was here last month for fundraisers and repeated one of his common stump speech attacks on the state.
We cannot allow Comrade Kamala Harris and the communist left to do to America what they did to California. The state of California is a mess.
Democratic Congressman Raul Ruiz represents the district where Trump will be rallying his supporters on Saturday.
We know that wherever Trump goes, there seems to be destruction and division, and especially when he insults the local population like he did in Detroit, where he creates lies about Haitians in Ohio. And now he's claiming that immigrants from Latino or descendants of Latinos are genetically predisposed to violence. I mean, it's that politics of hate and fear.
Professor of politics Jack Pitney says Trump's visit is likely designed to fire up his base.
He wants attention. Campaigning in a blue state gets a lot more attention than campaigning in a red state. I was going to say it's kind of like a man bites dog story, but that has a whole new meaning thanks to Trump. Second thing he wants to do is show his appeal to Hispanics. There are a large number of Hispanics in this area. No doubt many of them are going to be attending the rally, cheering Trump on. And this will be an opportunity for him to get videos and sound bites of his Hispanic supporters.
Whatever the reason for Trump's visit, his supporters we talked to in the Inland Empire are thrilled to get a chance to see him at a rally.
My son and I are trying, we don't know if it's tickets or not, but we are going to try to attend because we're huge Trump supporters, but we're in Trump 2024.
I'm actually pretty happy. I like this area. Riverside County is actually, I call it my little red island.
Meanwhile, Vice President Harris is also campaigning out west. She attended Hurricane Milton briefings and then rallied her supporters in Phoenix, Arizona.
The people of this state have always shown extraordinary courage to stand up for the principles upon which we as a country were founded.
Republican Senate candidate Steve Garvey's campaign tells us Garvey will not be attending the rally tomorrow. We also reached out to Republican Congressman Ken Calvert's office, whose district covers part of the Coachella Valley. We did not hear back from them on that.
So, you know, Tom, we know Calvert's seat is one of the most competitive in the state, and it could tip the balance for the power in the House. Right?
Yes, exactly. Will Rollins, Ken Calvert, longest-serving member of the House from California. So big race there. We'll be keeping tabs.
See what happens.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, thanks so much.